Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Two familiar faces are joining me this morning. I have Jennifer Mulholland and Sharon Sturicka. Welcome to the show, ladies. It's so great to see you both again. Jennifer is the founder of Healthy, Happy Human Beings, a wonderful organization in Sturicka, as a body educator, and one who is very familiar with, you have to pronounce the name of this.
Feldenkrais.
The Feldenkrais method for us.
Nice job.
And you guys have such a wonderful event coming up, something that you're partnering on, and also it's going to be held at the National Ability Center. Yeah. But first off, before we get into that, let's remind people of what exactly is Healthy, Happy Human Beings, and what was the idea behind creating this organization, Jennifer?
Thank you. Well, we believe that well-being is a state of whole health and happiness, is a human right, and it's something we want to make a reality for all. And so we also believe that it's easier to get healthy and happy in community together. So community by community, what we do is we create an ecosystem of health-seeking individuals, healthcare providers like Sharon, wellness-minded businesses, and we bring them together online and in person to educate and empower and connect each other to experience well-being in 7 domains of health. So physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, financial, and environmental. And we organize events and programs, content and tools to really connect the consumer or individuals to experience more awareness, inspiration, and support in those 7 areas. And so we're so thrilled to partner and promote and champion Sharon at our next event next week.
Yeah, and Sharon, describe your, I guess, involvement and relationship with Jennifer, and what gave you guys the idea to put this event together?
Well, I think, you know, really that's Jennifer orchestrates these events beautifully, and we just had thrown around this idea about really bringing the fact of, like, what is healing to the foreground. You know, healing is available to everybody. You know, it's accessible. It's really one learning to restore themselves back to a level of well-being. And I think for the communities to realize most of us have some kind of pain, maybe limitations, accidents, traumas, and this method, using movement, can bring you back to a level of functioning and restoring yourself back to a really healthy way of being.
Describe what we can expect from this evening, what we'll learn. This isn't something for individuals, for couples, pretty much for anyone that can use healing. I mean, who is not in that category, honestly? Anyone can benefit from this. Kind of describe for us what we'll experience that evening.
Yes, you know, it is for everybody and anyone, and I just really encourage people that don't know anything about this method to come. So it'll give them an opportunity to actually experience the method. We're going to do something in sitting with movement where they're going to experience a really dramatic change. And I think that's the key thing for people to feel and experience a change. Once you realize that you can have one change, you want to have more changes. So I just encourage anybody that's kind of been going, what is this work about? And I've seen her name around in town, she does classes. This is the event to come to get a taste of what the method is about and how it could really impact your life, or maybe your children's life, a family member, grandparents, you know, I mean, any age it's great for. So I encourage even children to come, families, and even elderly people.
Sharon, how has the Feldenkrais method affected your life on a personal level?
Well, dramatically. And that, how I got into this method is that I had a dramatic accident when I was 20. I was hit by a semi-truck, pulled up underneath the truck, and almost lost my life. So I came out of that with 9 surgeries on my left side, my left leg, and I was basically told I'd never run again, never compete again. And through finding this method and just doing this method, I was able to bring myself completely back to running, to living the kind of life that I love to live. And so it's changed my life, and I fell in love with the method. You know, my passion is to bring this work to everybody. But if everybody knew that they had this ability inside themselves, it would be amazing. So I just keep trying to get the word out there, and it's really exciting when you see people have dramatic changes for themselves. And that's the empowerment part, right? So people get that it's not really about me. it's them that's making the change for themselves, and that's incredible. And it's just, I love seeing that when somebody gets it for themselves, they're empowered. And that's why we called it healing and empowerment through movement.
Sharon, for some people, I guess this idea of healing can be very abstract to them. It's not something they've been able to personalize, and you are living proof that you can, that it can make a difference. For those who think, oh, I don't know if this is the right thing for me to go to, what are, I guess, some signs, maybe some telltale signs that people should realize and be like, I need to talk with or have a session with someone like Sharon?
Great question. You know, I think first of all, anybody can improve or change. So I think remember that, like we can always learn something to improve ourselves. So, you know, the scale can be anybody that's maybe had a recent accident or a surgery. They might be doing also some traditional physical therapy and really moving along really well. What makes this work really different is that it involves the whole self. The movements we do with a person is really going through the brain. It's teaching the brain to understand functionality as a whole being, not just getting like range of motion back. So anybody that's maybe had an accident, somebody that's had a stroke, children with cerebral palsy, I'm working with several children right now that are having remarkable results, or somebody that just would like to feel better. You know, they've had an area that's bothered them maybe for years and it's never really gotten better. It's chronic, right? So this work works fabulous with chronic situations because, again, it's going through the brain. It's reteaching the brain that pain or that discomfort doesn't need to be there anymore. So it's really open to anybody that's willing and wants to learn. And the learning is up to them. I think that's the first step, is they go, I really want to have some improvement in my life.
Excellent. Well, Jennifer, in terms of the actual event, it's at National Ability Center. What are the other details?
Sure, it's next Wednesday night on the 17th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. It's $15 for the public or $10 for healthy, happy provider members and free to business members.
When you say business members,
yes,
what does that mean?
Yeah, we have memberships for providers like Sharon. We organize the healthcare providers. We promote them, market them, champion their services, and really bring more awareness to the tools that they have to offer the people in the community. And we have an organization for the providers called the Wellbeing Collaborative, which is a professional association for them to learn and collaborate with each other. And business members, wellness-minded businesses, can participate in this ecosystem by championing, selling, marketing their services, and sponsoring the events. And so those business members have special privileges in exchange for that marketing and championing. So right now it's $15 for the public to come to the event next Wednesday night, and if you are a member, a professional or a business member, there's a discount for you to come.
So do we go online, pay out the door? How does that work?
Yep, you can do both. If you go to healthyhappyhumanbeings.com, just click on our events tab and find, there's actually about 30 events we've got going on this month in the community, and find April 17th with healing movement, healing and empowerment through movement with Sharon Sturicka on April 17th. You can register right online for that. Excellent. And actually, we're capping it at 60 people, so it's going to be. I
like that you're keeping it a tight group.
Yeah, a small, intimate group. So definitely pre-register, get on it. healthyhappyhumanbeings.com is where you can get your tickets.
All right. And then one more thing, Jennifer, in working with all these businesses and individuals like Sharon Sturicka and bringing these to the community, allowing for them to get in touch with people and practices like what Sharon promotes. What has been your experience? I mean, you mentioned that it's a community effort. It shouldn't just be individual. Express your thoughts on that.
Yes, I really believe that the future of where we're heading of harmony and healing is found through cooperation and community. And this is a demonstration, a place to go where people are willing and open to learn from each other. We have so much wisdom to share, peer to peer and professional to professional and professional to health-seeking individual. And we need an environment and an openness where we can collaborate and learn from each other in a more holistic way. And that's the intention of these 7 domains of well-being, that we organize people, programs, products, and events around these aspects that really make us whole, healthy, and happy, right? And so oftentimes, I think when we go to any community or even in our own lives, things are separated and disconnected. And so this is an intention to bring those pieces within ourselves to understand the interconnection of the dynamic elements that make us whole, and then organize the community to create healthy, happy communities nationwide.
Such an inspired organization. I'm so pleased that Sharon, we have your event coming up, and thank you so much, Sharon and Jennifer, both of you ladies, for joining us here this morning. Have a fun time, and gosh, the ski season's almost over. We need to get out there and remember to hang out with these ladies. You can learn so much from them. Coming up, that's on the 17th, correct?
Wednesday the 17th.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this quick break. Remember, we are giving away a lift ticket to Canyons and Park City Mountain Resort at the end of the hour. Don't go away.